All right, we have to move forward to actually one of my favorite stories that we get to talk about so far in the year. It's an assertion from Jerry Krause, who was the Bulls general manager during the Jordan years.
Yep.
And it's complete bullshit. And it feeds into a narrative that I get frustrated with on a regular basis because it kind of feeds back on a topic we were talking about for Wednesday's clips, as these go up on Thursday, and if you're watching on Pluto on Friday. There's a group of people who just like to forget about certain things and then want to live in fantasy land. I'm not taking anything away from Michael Jordan as the greatest basketball player of all time. But there are stories that are falling by the wayside as LeBron James goes and tries now for his fourth, or is going to be on his fourth championship ring campaign, that we go, well, Jordan and LeBron in that comparison, right? But then you hear the stories, and some of them just aren't true. Jerry Krause said this recently, and fortunately, places like the Big Lead and Deadspin picked up on this as quickly as I did. This is something that I've read a lot of books on Michael Jordan, the life, the Jordan years, the Jordan rules, Sam Smith, all that stuff. Here's what he said, Jerry Krause, this is the first quote. I will say one thing for Michael Jordan. Never came to me and asked for other players. He never came to me and asked me to draft a player. He never came to me and asked to trade for a player. Never once did that happen. Part of it was he thought he was so darn good he can win without him. He understood what he had to do as an organization. That is just fake and false.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan did want to win more than anybody else, I think, in the existence of basketball. I mean, I really don't think the guy slept at night. But he did ask to draft players. And I'm just going to read you through the quotes, Francis, because there's a whole F-ton of them. Let's start with Sam Smith's The Jordan Rules. Jordan, quote, lobbied extensively during the 88-89 season for a trade that would bring Nets' Buck Williams to the Bulls. Jordan didn't particularly care for Horace Grant, Krause's other pick in '87 draft, never believing Grant would develop into a responsible player, and lobbied hard for Williams. There's more. We have a ton. USA Today's Peter Vicey. This was for an article back in 1991. Krause felt his offseason pickups of Dennis Hobson and Cliff Livingston upgraded Chicago from a perennial Eastern Conference runner-up to an authentic title contender. Both Jordan and Krause were wrong, one louder the under, but who was cluing about the amplification? It was Jordan who addressed the media about it. The Oklahoman picked up two quotes, and this is the one that stands out the most to me out of all of them. And maybe Jerry Krause just doesn't remember, but there's a whole lot of writing on it. So the next two quotes play right into each other. This is from the Oklahoman. After learning that NBA veteran, former UNC Tar Heel Walter Davis had been traded to Portland and not the Bulls, Jordan responded before a game against the Nets just like LeBron James just did. As soon as we get back, I'm calling Jerry Reinsdorf. Krause had messed up everything again. He can't do anything. 2 days later, before practice, Jordan took off after Krause again. If I were general manager, we'd be a better team. Direct Michael Jordan quotes. I figured I'd try to put the pressure on him to do something about Krause, Jordan said about his first volley of remarks after the team returned from New Jersey in late January. His eyes were hard and cold. That's just figurative language. This thing isn't over. I'm going to get that guy fired yet.
Wow.
Wait, but pump the brakes, Francis, as I take a step away from my desk on this one. Michael Jordan would never do what LeBron did with the media. No. Michael Jordan did exactly what LeBron James did with the media. So while they're both wrong for addressing the media that way and airing out what your general manager might say, there has to be a stop to this. There has to be a stop to LeBron does this, Michael never would have, because they're very similar in the way they handle the spotlight. Yes and no. Well, Michael also had a major gambling problem, but
you're absolutely right. And the reason why people will bring up things like this and completely falsify and fabricate a story to make Michael Jordan seem like leap years ahead of LeBron James still is because it's that. Take it with a pinch of salt, but it's true. Like Charles Barkley echoes it. It's the old man mentality of these kids want everything handed to them. They want it. They don't want to work hard. They just want everything gift wrapped, championships. I'll go and play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. I'll go back to the Cavs and then take all these superstars with you. Yeah, because he never worked hard to do that. He didn't take shit. He didn't put in all the effort in the offseason. He didn't look like he has looked for the past 10 years because of hard work, physical and mental toughness. I think it's bullshit a lot of the time. And this goes into the same argument we had yesterday with Dave. A great clip where we're talking about the greatest of all time. And this is just another reason people will try to set Michael Jordan apart from LeBron James by making it seem that he didn't work his ass off and that Michael Jordan suddenly was just that good that he didn't have to do any of these things in order to get a team around him to win it. Michael Jordan was phenomenal, transcended, the greatest, whatever you want to call it. But don't try and belittle LeBron James by making Michael Jordan seem like an angel who didn't want to do what everyone wants to do in sports, Jason, is build a team that you can win around. And build a team around. So I think it just encompasses that same, and it could be the argument that's directed towards us millennials as well, if you want to take it broader. You guys don't want to work for anything. You don't want to work for it. No, we want to ask questions. We want to push. We want to change what we've seen before and try to be a little bit more efficient and a little bit better at things. Not because you guys didn't do things well, but things are changing. So either get up to date or get out. That's it.
I'm going to play off one of the things you said, because I think growing up, this is some of the things that I learned in school from my role models, parents, grandparents, whoever it was, friends. A lot of people say, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you do not know the answer, or you don't know how to solve a problem, ask for help. Steve Jobs' books, Creativity Inc., about the creation of Pixar, the one you Louisville's head coach, Rick Pitino.
Yeah.
Nick Saban in the process, they talk about this. Great leaders ask for help. Nothing wrong with it. People want to say, like, oh, you have to do it by yourself. You can't. It's not tennis.
It's so true.
You can't be Roger Federer. There's no one else to worry about besides you, Roger Federer, or Nadal, or Djokovic. Why am I bringing up tennis? God damn it.
Dave Call has got to you. But Rick Pitino's book is a fantastic book that we talked about one of my first few months here at TYT. It's like success is a choice. And one of those choices is understanding you can't do it yourself, especially in a team sport.
You can't.
That's one of the, like, it's the oldest saying. There's no I in TEAM. Yeah, it's a stupid saying.
Yes, but there's a me in team.
There's
an I in Allen Iverson.
Very good point. So, yeah, I think we've done a great job of completely destroying this fallacious
thank
argument.
you to the big lead, Ryan Glass-Steagall. A lot like their Spiegel.
Yeah.
Glass-Steagall, because he put together a lot of the transcribed words from that. He also took quotes from the Jordan rules.
And Uprocks as well did a good job.
Uprocks did too. But here's the worst part, is that it doesn't get circulated enough. This should be the #1 story. #1 story on Google Sports' Sports Stories.